Hey, I'm Dana Santas, and I'm here with Strength and Conditioning Coach Donovan Santas, and we're coming to you from our garage gym, where we're showing you ways that you can move, breathe, and feel better in your body. Today, we're going to show you a very important, however, very simple breathing drill that you can do right before any of your mobility work, strength training. It just helps you establish proper diaphragmatic breathing, and that doesn't mean it has to be really deep breathing, but just proper use of your diaphragm. So many people don't understand how the diaphragm works, so I want to explain that really quickly and show you how to integrate that into your breathing. You just assume that you're using your diaphragm, but you aren't necessarily using your diaphragm. A lot of times guys are using accessory breathing muscles. A lot of us are using accessory breathing muscles in place of our diaphragm. And that's because the rib cage ends up lifted and flared. So what I want to do first is, and I'll show you and then I'll have you do it, is have you put your hands on your lower ribs. So we have this split in our rib cage, and this part of our rib cage, this part is designed to move. And it's not so much that it moves out like this, so I hate belly breathing. Belly breathing is a misnomer. It's your external rotation of your rib cage. So out to the sides like this on the inhalation, and then in and down on the exhalation. So watch my hands. As I inhale, my hands go out. As I exhale, my ribs come in and down. That's internal rotation. So now you try it, honey. You're gonna take your hands there, and then on the inhalation, feel the external rotation of the ribs. See his hands move? Perfect. And then as he exhales, in and down. And did you see this release here? This is really important, so you can relax for a second. What's important there is because the action of the diaphragm on the inhalation is a contraction that moves down. That contraction increases intra-abdominal pressure to bring the air in, which means these guys don't have to work to do it. Unfortunately, a lot of people are inhaling like this. They just use their neck and shoulder muscles to do it. And how many guys that you work with are jacked up right here?
Almost all of them.
I mean, you feel that right now as I'm doing it, right? So we want to shut those guys off. And then when we exhale, the diaphragm, it's like a balloon. It domes inside your rib cage. However, you have to set up the rib cage on the exhalation, internally rotating it and bringing it down to create that space for the diaphragm to actually dome. So the money is in the exhalation. So let's try it again. Put your hands there. You guys do this too. Take your hands there. Inhale. Let's expand it out. Nice. Now let's set that place for the diaphragm to dome. Exhale, drive it down. It might actually feel like a crunch. See, he releases here. You've got internal obliques and then transverse abdominis down here that are turning on. All right, you can breathe again normally. So what I would do is have guys stand. You have to stand hip distance apart. And I keep saying guys. Any athlete, male or female. I just tend to work with a lot of guys, you too. But you're gonna have your feet hip distance apart. No external rotation of the hips, so no duck feet. I want lateral heel, medial arch, and then also have a neutral pelvis. So if you're stuck in an anterior tilt, look what that just did to my rib cage, right? It lifts and it flares it. So use an exhalation, so you do this too. Use an exhalation. Bring the rib cage in and down, nice. And I felt your back extensors turn off. Really important. So set yourself properly, 3 to 5 long, deep breaths. In terms of pacing, I would say 3 to 5 count on the inhale, 3 to 5 count on the exhale. Now your rib cage is in a good position. You shut these guys off. You've got a neutral pelvis, and you can go do whatever work it is you're gonna do after that. Maybe team stretch, strength training, mobility drills, right? Anything. So now you know how to do this very simple but totally essential breathing drill.